The forest was quiet, too quiet for Mia Clark's liking. The tall evergreens of rural Oregon stood like silent sentinels around her car, watching, waiting. She turned the dial on her old handheld radio again, searching for that strange sound she'd heard last night. There it was, a faint, repeating tone, like someone tapping on glass underwater. Then a voice, distorted, almost mechanical, whispered numbers in a sequence. 4, 6, 2, Delta. Repeat. 4, 6, 2. The station had no name, no call sign, no listed frequency. It only played between 11:19 and 11:34 p.m. every night. Mia first heard it 3 weeks ago while researching obscure radio frequencies for an article. The more she listened, the more obsessed she became. She wasn't the only one. Forums existed full of people discussing Station 119. Some claimed it predicted disasters. Others said it was a government project. One user posted a thread titled, "I followed it. I wish I hadn't." The post had been deleted within minutes. Mia found a cabin in Tillamook Forest, the closest she could rent to the signal's supposed origin. Locals weren't helpful. They either claimed not to know about it or got strangely quiet when she mentioned 11:19. That first night, she set up her equipment, a high-frequency recorder, 2 cameras, and a signal triangulator. At 11:19 p.m., the signal returned. Her devices lit up. The triangulator spun wildly before pointing west, toward a restricted logging road. Mia's heart pounded. She made the decision. She'd follow the signal tomorrow. The road to nowhere. At dawn, she took her Jeep along the overgrown road, ignoring the faded "No Entry" sign. Branches clawed at the windshield as if trying to stop her. Her GPS stopped working 2 miles in. Then she found it. A chain-link fence, half-collapsed, surrounding what looked like an old weather station. Satellite dishes rusted on the roof. No power lines. No vehicles. On the door was a black sign with white stenciled letters. Station 119. Property of the Department of Defense. Authorized personnel only. She stared at it for a long time before forcing the door open. Inside Station 119, dust danced in shafts of light. Equipment lined the walls, radios, old computers, even reel-to-reel tape machines. Everything was off. A thick silence hung in the air. Then a soft static buzzed from one of the radios. It flickered on by itself. 4, 6, 2, Delta. Mia froze. The signal was broadcasting inside the building. She checked her phone. It was 2:33 p.m. The signal was only supposed to appear at 11:19. Suddenly, the signal stopped. A long silence. Then something different. A deep, ragged breath. Then, Mia. She dropped the recorder. Her name. That wasn't possible. She ran out, heart pounding. But when she looked back, the sign on the door was gone. No Station 119. Just rust. Back at the cabin, Mia searched public military archives and found something. A brief, redacted reference to Listening Post 119, operational from 1972 to 1979. It was shut down after 3 workers went missing. No cause listed. No bodies recovered. But one document nearly overlooked caught her eye. A handwritten note in the margin of a scanned report. If it speaks in your voice, don't answer. Mia felt cold. She remembered the voice in the building. It hadn't just said her name. It sounded like her. That night, Mia set up all her equipment again. At 11:19, the signal came in. But this time, it didn't stop. Instead of the usual pattern, the voice now repeated something new. Coordinates, 45.5244 degrees north, 123.1016 degrees west. She looked them up. It was just a spot in the middle of the woods. No roads, no buildings. Against better judgment, she hiked there the next day. Took hours. As the trees thickened, her compass spun. Birds stopped chirping. A low hum filled the air. Then she found it. A circular clearing, perfectly smooth, as if the earth had been scooped out. At the center was a metal hatch. No handle. just a small speaker. She approached and the speaker crackled. 4, 6, 2, Delta. Mia turned to run, but she woke up in her cabin, with no memory of how she returned. It was 4:06 p.m. She'd lost nearly 10 hours. That night, Mia didn't sleep. She reviewed her tapes. At exactly 11:34 p.m., her camera, pointed at the woods outside, captured something. A figure, tall, thin, wrong. It shimmered, like static in human form. It didn't move, but every frame showed it slightly closer to the cabin. By the final frame, it was just outside the window, watching her. She turned, heart in her throat, but the window was empty. The next night, the broadcast changed again. Don't look outside. On July 18th, Mia's editor received a final email. I think I'm close to the answer. If you don't hear from me by tomorrow, don't look for me. She never submitted the article. Her car was found abandoned near Tillamook Forest. Her equipment was gone. Her laptop was found later in a pawn shop in Portland, wiped clean. The cabin owner said she never returned her keys. One final detail made the case especially chilling. The authorities reviewed her camera tapes. Most of it was blank static. But at timestamp 11:34 p.m. on July 17th, there was a single frozen frame. A woman, Mia, standing in the clearing, mouth open in a scream. Behind her, that figure again. But this time, it had a face. Hers. Epilogue. Still broadcasting. To this day, people on shortwave radio forums claim station 119 still broadcasts. Always at 11:19. The numbers still repeat. But now there's a new pattern in the audio. If you reverse the signal and slow it down, a whisper can be heard under the noise. Help me. Some say it's Mia. Others say it's just a trick of the mind. But every few years, another name gets added to the missing persons database. Always near those woods. And always around 11:19 p.m.